Hello, welcome back to Yukon territory at Six Flags Great America. It's currently Tuesday, July 28th. I decided to come down here after work today because I actually had time to come down here after work today and do a little construction update because I have not been here in a couple weeks. I've just been pretty busy. And in the couple weeks since I've been here, apparently there's track on site for the 2027 Vekoma family suspended coaster that's behind the building that's behind me. So let's go check that out. I think they got most of it covered up in tarp, but hopefully we can at least see a little bit. Yeah, excited to be back out here for just a couple hours after work tonight. I had an absolutely terrible experience at Busch Gardens Tampa this weekend, so kind of needed to come back to a park where I knew things would run a little bit more smoothly, because Busch Gardens Tampa, no offense to any locals there, that is maybe the most poorly run park I've ever been to in my life. It's good to be back at Great America. Oh my gosh, like the little babies. They're not ducklings anymore, but they're little ducks. Sorry, you can't have a mac and cheese. Since I'm closer to this plot, we'll go ahead and take a look at it first. I'll leave y'all in suspense when it comes to the track. This is the area they haven't done anything with yet. Let's see if that's changed. Let's see if they've still not done anything. Big surprise, they still haven't done anything. So let's move on, I won't bore you too much. Continuing down past Yukon Barbecue, over where the go-karts used to be. That's gonna be the larger plot of this new kids area for 2027, which we know pretty much nothing about at this point, other than there will be a brand new Vekoma family suspended coaster, the same track layout as Phoenix at Deno's Wonder Wheel in Coney Island, New York. Footers have been in for a while, at least some of the footers, and apparently the track showed up. I'm told from people online that most of the track is over in the employee parking lot by Goliath. So I'll try to ride Goliath in a minute and see what I can see from the lift hill. But apparently a couple pieces have been moved to the project site here. So way in like the very back corner back there is where the track is. It is mostly covered up with tarp, I assume just to protect it from the elements because the weather can get a little harsh here. But what is exposed is a green piece of track that looks like it has booster motors on it. So it'll be one of the lift hill track pieces. There are not any support pieces that are visible in the park that I'll be able to get a video of here, but you can find pictures other people have taken online when they did have the supports out somewhere where you can see them. But basically the track is like a green color. It's a little bit of a darker green than Dragonflyer at Dollywood. It's closer to like a forest green, evergreen kind of green. And the supports are brown, so it does match kind of the tree, wilderness, forest aesthetic that we know this area is going for. Again, brown supports, green track. I think that's gonna look really good. I think that's a really good color scheme. As for when vertical construction will actually start, I'm not sure. The fact that they have track pieces out here seems promising, but also we know from the footer analysis that other channels like Wheel Gap have done, it seems more than likely that the coaster is going to come out over the path this way, which means there's a lot of footers required that have not been poured yet and probably won't be poured anytime soon because they don't even have the areas gated off to do that. So I guess it is really going to depend on how they end up sequencing the construction. I think it's definitely possible for them to go vertical on this part and then wait and do the other part over the off season or whenever they want to do it and then just kind of connect them that way. That's certainly possible. I'm not exactly sure what they're going to do. And no signs really of construction on anything else. Again, we know this is going to be a whole new kids area, which means there's probably going to be more other than just that Vekoma family suspended coaster, but we don't know what else that entails at this time. And all they started building right now is just the footers for that coaster. But I guess that makes sense because that's what's going to take the longest. If it's just smaller kiddie flat rides for the rest of the area, they can throw those up pretty quickly over the off season. We've continued to get new teasers from the park for this area. I haven't kept up with them super closely, but they're all just kind of showing different nature themed, like security cameras is how they're themed to be. And then all the cameras are labeled camera 67, and 67 feet is the height, supposed height of that specific track layout from Vekoma. So that's probably what that's teasing. I don't think any of the teasers have given us an announcement date for this area yet. While I'm filming this, literally earlier today, Great Adventure announced their new for 2027 Mock Rides launch spinning coaster shuttle thingy-a-majigger. Looks insane. But anyways, they got their announcement done, and most of the other Six Flags parks that are getting things next year have done their announcements already. Werewolf Gorge at Fiesta Texas, the Log Flume at Carowinds. Not really sure if there are any other Six Flags parks getting things next year. Sorry, I just saw a little rolling dispatch on X-Flight there. The train hit the brakes right as the other one was dispatching. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Very cool. Anyhow, I don't know of any other Six Flags parks that are supposed to be getting things next year. I guess Magic Mountain. I don't really know what the situation with Magic Mountain's coaster is. From what I hear, they kind of stopped construction and they might be having permitting issues or something. So I don't know, that might be a unique case. But most of the other Six Flags parks have announced their 2027 editions by now. So hopefully our announcement is coming pretty dang soon. Sorry, it took me a few days to edit this just because I got really busy with work in the second half of the week. So since this video was filmed, Great America has set the official announcement date for this new area to occur on August 6th, 2026. That is a Thursday, this upcoming Thursday. So there you go. So they have already added advertisement banners for Fright Fest all over the park. These were definitely not here when I was here a couple weeks ago, and they're all over the place now. September 19th to November 1st of this year. And I have already checked the schedule. Unlike last year, we do have midnight close on Saturdays. Let's go. Just pointing this out again because I see so many other Six Flags parks now, legacy Six Flags parks like Great Adventure over Texas have theirs working. Our wait time boards still don't work. It's not that big of a deal, but also I don't know why they went through the hassle to install these. They've never been turned on. I know I say this every update, but look, they haven't even taken the film off of them yet. Anyways, you're supposed to be able to see more of the coaster track and supports in the parking lot that's next to Goliath. So I'm gonna ride Goliath real quick before it gets dark and see if I can see those. Yeah, so I did see the track and supports sitting in the employee parking lot that's by Goliath. There's really no angles that you can get a video of it from in the park. And obviously I didn't have my phone on the ride because don't do that. But especially on Goliath's brake run, while you're waiting to go back in the station, if you turn to the left, at least where I was in the back row, you can pretty clearly see through there. And just as I saw online, brown supports and green track. And there's quite a bit of it stacked over there. It's a really good looking color scheme. I think it's gonna look really good once it starts going in. Also, Goliath has station music now.
Right, one lock. Cycle 3. Check 1. Lock. Lock. Trade secure. All clear. Goodbye, we're train. Enjoy your ride on the Goliath. Goodbye.
Welcome back, gladiators. When a chariot stops, unfasten your seatbelt and push up on your lap bar. Exit to your right and down the ramp, and enjoy the rest of your day here at Great America.
Welcome back, we're train. How's your ride?
That's the first time I've ever heard station music in there. The audio quality is not great, but that's okay. They're probably just using the PA system that was already in there. And anytime you add station music to a ride, that's a win, in my opinion. It was just kind of generic adventure music with like vague gladiator undertones, but that was cool to see nonetheless. Operationally, I haven't been able to walk around the whole park, but pretty much all the rides I've seen are running 2 trains, even though it's a Tuesday. So that's great to see. I mean, it is the summertime, so the expectation should be that we got 2 trains and everything, even on weekdays. But Great America had a pretty rough start this year with lots of 1 train ops. which I believe was due to short shaft maintenance, but nonetheless, definitely negatively impacted the experience. But it's good that they finally figured all that out, and everything seems to be on 2 trains now. I was gonna go look at Wrath. I think it's still 2. Yeah, so I know that they're trying to get Wrath's 3rd train ready, but it looks like it is still on 2 for now. I can't see up into the maintenance bay, but I'll probably ride Wrath later, and I'll let y'all know. But my understanding is that they are trying to get the 3rd train ready for Fright Fest at least, so we'll be running 3 trains by the time we get to that very busy part of the season. Raging Bull, I don't think so though. I think Raging Bull is just gonna be on 2 the whole year. I think that's the plan. That's what they did last year. It was on 2 trains. It was just yellow and red train all year last year. This year it is yellow and teal train, but red train has not even gone back to the rebuild, I think. So just gonna be 2 trains on Bull this year, but I'll be happy as long as we get our 3rd train on Wrath pretty soon. And if they pinky promise to give us our 3rd train on Bull next year, please guys. Yeah, so just rode Raging Bull. Red train is still right there. It's been there since the end of last season. Has not even been rebuilt this year yet. So looks like we will be on 2 trains for the whole season, which is a shame because right now they're dispatching trains so fast that there's more time that the station's empty than time that the station actually has a train in it. So that 3rd train would actually be helpful. This is probably the closest together I've seen the trains get. You can see pretty much a perfect rolling dispatch there is what I meant to say. But yeah, half the time, train here will drop off the lift, like right as that one's parking, so. I'd much rather have 2 trains with this ops team than 3 trains with a slower ops team, so I won't complain too much. So I don't know if you can hear it, but the station music for Wrath is on now. Also, I don't know if this is an update, but the loose article bin system on Wrath is not working today, so they just had everybody awkwardly chuck their bags in the corner of the station. I don't know if that's really an update because Wrath's bin system does tend to just randomly break sometimes, and then a couple days later it'll be back up, so hopefully it's not a big deal, but not working today. So there's the state of Wrath's 3rd train there, so it looks like it's still going to be a while before it's available for use. Again, fingers crossed we have it by Fright Fest, because Fright Fest can get very busy. This ride gets very long lines during Fright Fest, at least it did last year, so hopefully we have our 3rd train by then. That's still like a month away, but yeah, it's in worse shape than I thought. And for the sake of padding out the runtime of this video, because I think it'll be pretty short, I showed you the fountains that were installed about a month ago, or at least became operational about a month ago. They just changed, but normally they light up red, white, and blue at night, which I think is a pretty cool touch.